is more vibrant, more radiant. That is really your presence has enabled me to make this kind of academic activities is a rather memorable one. I really extend my thanks. And most of the faculty members, most of the invitees who are very much here, and his presence and his deliberations, his discussions and innovative and fertilized ideas that has really ignited the whole house. I am really very much thankful to all of you who have graced this occasion, and in order to develop academic fervor and spiritual, and most of the invitees were from the different departments of Aligarh Muslim University, that like the Ashwani Chandan is here, and the Professor Azra Mosli from the development, from the study of women, and I'm really her contributions, her guidance, her inspirations, and also this kind of ways the deliberations was there. I am really very thankful for her presence and for sharing this kind of discussion. Thank you to everybody and welcome to all of you who are rather made this kind of event very, very flattering and memorable one. I am really very thankful for this. Thank you.
Professor Mohammad Shakir to say a few words.
Professor Ananta Datta from Delhi School of Economics, Dr. Sundhya Mahinkar, she is from Mumbai, and the other dignitaries, Professor Salahuddin is there, Professor Nizamuddin, Professor Naushad Sahab, and certainly the chairperson of the department, whom I have seen that he is the most vibrant and most dynamic, most dedicated. I have noticed since he joined in July 2017, this is his fifth program he is having, academic program, including the International Youth Union, which was a grand success in the month of probably December. It was in December. It was a grant, and it was a truly international conference, and the conference was so successful. I saw this military program. Professor Hanibek Saab, our PVC, was also there, which was full. This hall was full. People were standing also. So this is his own efforts. So I congratulate Professor Abdiya Ahmad for this continuous academic programs, and probably I hope that he will continue with this because he's left with but I have left with 6 months, so I hope that at least 2 programs should be done with 3 months difference. The conference started on 23rd, and I was there in the inaugural program, and I have seen the people like Professor Amitabh Kundu. He was a distinguished fellow, Research and Information System for Developing Countries. Professor Kavita A. Sharma, President, South Asian University, New Delhi, and Dr. Rashmi Singh, IS Secretary, New Delhi Municipal Council. So these personalities were the testimony for the relevance of this workshop. And the participants who have come for attending this workshop will certainly understand the importance of women in the society. And in, the women have profound role to elevate this country, and every development is possible with their say contribution. It is not possible to ignore them. We have to have inclusive society, and women's participation must always be there. So with these words, I hope the participant must have learned how to maximize the use of the women and various domains of the national and say society. Thank you so much.
After what I would say that you are underestimating the potentials of our dynamic chairperson. You have said 2. I think there can be many more also. the period which has left as dean for you. Friends, Friends, our special guest needs no introduction. For the last 3 days, she has conquered the minds and hearts of all the audience. I am referring to Dr. Anindita Datta, who had been so impressive and so assertive in her views that he has dominated this seminar in many ways. So without wasting time, please put your hands together to welcome, and I invite Dr. Anindita Datta to say a few words.
At the beginning कि अलीगढ़ वालों ने अपनी हॉस्पिटैलिटी में और तारीफ में कोई कसर नहीं छोड़ी. I am really very humbled by your invitation, all the affection that I have received, the attentiveness with which you listen to our arguments, even if you may not have agreed with the point of view, the friendly debates and chatter that carried on from the main, the venue of the workshop over tea, spilled over tea, etc. It was a very good exercise in creating a space for this kind of dialogue. And मेरी गुजारिश है सर कि इसको nurture किया जाए. It should be taken forward in the form of rolling a workshop maybe, and we should build upon the dialogues and the networks that have been facilitated by this space that we have shared. I also want to say that in a way it is paradoxical that from the quarters where you expect the maximum resistance to an idea of gender equality, those are the very quarters where I found, not only in my family but also here, the most just ideas about gender and the idea that it should begin from home. So it just goes on to say, and I really love that part about discussing together and मशवरा करके जो चीज़ मसलों का हल करना, and that was really very nice. So I have come here with a lot of apprehension, but with a determination that however bad the situation might be, I must come to Aligarh at this point just to show my solidarity and build bridges. I came with that kind of thing. I am going away very enriched, very humbled, and with the hope that this space that we have created can be expanded and fostered. Thank you so much.
Difference of opinion, but surely our goals are the same. So it's only we need to look forward and be optimistic. Another special guest, Dr. Sudhanya Mahimka. She is Principal College of Architecture, Thane, Mumbai. She has also been with us for the last 3 days, and she, with her background in architecture, spoke a lot about urban planning with some specific and very relevant inputs about urban planning, taking into the consideration of gender issues in her presentations. May I request Dr. Sudhanya Mahimka to express her views.
For inviting me here. First, it actually came as a surprise to me because this workshop is arranged by a geography department. Maybe your views are different, maybe your area of working is different, and being an architect and urban planner, I have been called here. So, first of all, it was a surprise to me. Another thing is, coming to Aligarh Muslim University, I never expected that I will get a call from here. So thank you for calling me, and I'm really fortunate that I did not cancel my coming here. Yeah, I really consider myself fortunate because otherwise I would have missed a lot of opportunities. It's not only presenting my ideas here, but first of all, I visited the campus. It's such a beautiful campus, and being an architect and planner, I really admire this campus. It's a very old university, so it's my privilege to be here. Another thing is, I made so many new friends here. So not only who are on dais, but in the audience also. And these, my new friends, I really have my hopes on you. My young friends, male, female, both. But at least I hope that whatever discussion was going on here, it has ignited some thought within you, and this will continue in the subconscious mind of you. I think that is the great achievement of this workshop. As in the previous presentation, the beautiful concept which was floated here, that the developments should start at home, from home. Sir has presented that idea. It's a very beautiful idea, and I would say that Geography Department of Aligarh Muslim University has started it from its home, and kudos to the department. So we have started it at home. You have made me a part of your family. I'm really happy for that, and thank you all.
You that if you would have cancelled your ticket, we would have lost, we would have suffered, and we would be losing out to your ideas, which all of us have been benefited with. So thanks a lot for not cancelling and coming to this place. We all are benefited with your views. Now I request Professor Shahida Murtaza, Director of Women Education, Mani, Hyderabad, to say a few words.
Sahab and his colleagues here, Aligarh Muslim University, for inviting me. मेरी देरी ना ख्वाहिश थी कि अलीगढ़ को आऊँ, देखूँ, मजाज की ज़मीन को, सर सैयद की ज़मीन को, उनकी काविशों को, और मनु को मैं हमेशा इसका एक्सटेंशन समझती आई हूँ 14-15 साल से. And I feel really great that मेरा जो ख्वाब था वो पूरा हुआ. Thank you so much for inviting me here. It's a great opportunity because I'm carrying lot of good image, lot of good impressions from here. I never felt as a strange place I have come to. Because जिस दिन से मैंने अतीक साहब से बात किया, I started working together with him. And I felt it is not a strange man he is. It's like my family. And I have to see that this workshop should go on in a very best way. And I'm happy that I could do. I'm not speaking as an outsider, as an insider, if you accept me as one. Because I felt very much at home here. And I have made very great friends here, very great friend of the dais as well. And this impression will carry on for future references too. And definitely will be, envisioning some good future events. And I hope that we'll grow together and will benefit from each other's experiences. Coming to the topic, and some things which I missed during the whole 3 days exercise is we were supposed to be concentrating on gender budgeting and gender inclusive planning, urban planning. And I felt that gender budget पे काफी काम बात नहीं हुई या मैं मिस करी हूँ. I don't know if I'm wrong, please I stand for correction. But I feel gender budgeting is very, very essential in public spaces to, be gender friendly. और आप देख रहे हैं कि public spaces में ख़वातीन के लिए, handicap के लिए, special, old age के लिए, इन तमाम के लिए कईयों facilities की ज़रूरत है. आज हमने पैनल डिस्कशन जो किया उसमें काफ़ी चीज़ें बड़ी सराहत से बात हुई और ये भी हुआ कि प्लानिंग तो बहुत होती है. There's a huge gulf between the planning and the implementation, for which I really expect our great friend to completely, associate with this type of events, and that is Mahimakar Sudhya. And because that's very essential that government like representatives come over here and they really carry over this message and try to implement certain things, bring some change in the policy. They should become the facilitators, because we at the end here, academicians will have draw some policy matters. Yes, please, Atik Sahab, policy को draw करिए और फिर proper जो government है उसको भेजिएगा. We have to draw 3 to 4 points which we were just talking about. I hope that we have drawn some, and then that strong some points have to come at the end of the event. Otherwise this whole exercise will be a futile thing. So that should not happen. We have got some money and this type of activities throughout India the Women and Child Development Ministry is doing. And I wanted the very women to be here, Vibhuti Patel, who has planned us, whose brainchild is this. But since she was so busy and going around, she couldn't come. But I'm promising you that people who really are at the helm of the affairs come to your center here. And then geography never remain in measuring the lands, but you also measure the mindset of the people and bring positive change in there and try to be more accommodative to the other half of the population. Try to understand that we are not talking in the air, we talk solid with proof here. And some of my brothers have felt hurt because we were talking too strongly about the abuses and whatever is happening to the women, because maybe they were not exposed to. They're so good and the atmosphere is very good, but we have to come break the bubble and come out of it and try to realize, be realistic while attempting to make a policy. And here we are talking about a policy. The government has funded you, commissioned you to speak of the other half to accommodate in your planning period, planning, urban planning we're dealing with. And let us talk about that, because I don't know, somebody said, I'm not able to recollect, I don't know who observed, development, if not engendered, is really going to be fatally endangered. That is what should not be, that should not happen. It has to be, gender has to be, a component in all policies, I'm telling you. Every policy has to be gender inclusive. Gone are the days where the women were abused. We are no more. We have to see that this half of the population become part of your planning, become part of your development, become part of your growth, and that's how a true India, shining India will be seen. Otherwise, जब आप पहिए की बात, गाड़ी की बात करते हैं कि एक पहिया छोटा और बड़ा, और that imbalance remain in India, let us be known as a country that who gives love and care and equality and other. सबसे बड़ी बात है जो हमें देना है हमारी ख़वातीन को, उनको साथ लेके चलना है. We are partners, not parties. And I will really appreciate if really we send some policies from here, some recommendations, some resolution. Definitely, Atik sir promised that I was just telling Anindita and both of them that we'll sit and give you some, and then we go from here. Thank you so much for the bestest hospitality, for the care, and for the love you have showered on us, the bestest, guest house facility we had, and the children who stayed put on us, all throughout these 3 days, and the audience for their patience listening, the argument we had, the bitter argument we had, but at the end of the day, we all have to realize that we're not here to fight. We are here to really grow as human beings and just accept humanity, nothing else will prevail. And we have to carry this, message of humanity before we leave this hall. Thank you so much. Thank you, Aligarh, for calling me. And I'm sure that I'll carry this message forever. I'll be longing to come back. Thank you so much, Provost Chancellor Sahab, for inviting us, for giving us this great time, 3 days time here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Women is not part of any developmental programs. The development cannot proceed further. There cannot be any development also if women are not happy, they are not satisfied. So that's what the objective of this workshop was, that we need to hear, we need to sensitize ourselves on gender issues, and I'm sure that surely in the last 3 days we have been sensitized, we have been educated also on these particular issues. Now may I request our Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor Sahab, Professor Hanif Bey, to deliver his credentials.
Professor Mohammed Shagid, the Dean Faculty of Science, Professor Atiq Ahmed, Chairperson and Organizing Secretary of 3 days workshop on gender inclusiveness, Professor Shaida Murtaza, the Chief Guest of the function, Dr. Anindita Datta, the Guest of Honor, Dr. Sanmia Mahimkar, the Guest of Honor of this valedictory function, which has concluded after 3 days workshop on gender inclusion. I am seeing some familiar faces, Professor Nizamuddin Saab, Mr. Johnny Foster, my esteemed teachers, students, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, I am deeply delighted and honored to be here amongst you on this function, where we talk our better half, where we talk our children, where we have talked our daughters. In fact, one of the important speakers, Professor Mahimkar, said how the geography department has gone and had discussion, so good discussion about the gender equalities. I just take that our planet came into existence actually nearly 9,000 million years ago, and it was covered by, it is still covered 70% by water, rest is terrestrial. And on this, the terrestrial surface, we, the human being, we, the plants, we and other plants and animals live. And this story goes on, and this world planet is sustained by male and female both, whether it is plant, whether it is the human being or other animals. In fact, when I was in early days of my career, was the manager of ST school in 1992, I had heard the small kids on the subject debating about the gender equality at that time also. And when I spoke, I said, if you want to empower the female, the woman, you have to educate. Education is the most important weapon for empowerment. And similarly, when Jani Zai Singh Ji, the President of India, sitting President of India, came here, he also said the same. And at one time, he said that girls are doing so well in their subjects that probably a time will come, the boys have to be given the reservation. So that is how the girls are moving. I am really happy they are going ahead of boys in many fields, and they are equally moving shoulder to shoulder in any kind, whether you take the automotive, you take the in the army, you take the offices, they are all being dominated. So this is a happy sign. Since then it's being developed, and this geographical distribution, which we say in the Department of Geography, which is itself a vibrant department of the Faculty of Science, this I may inform the distinct audience that this department has produced Padam Shri as well in the name for late Muhammad Shashi Saab. So this department itself speaks volumes of their activities. With these, the boys and girls, they are having a peaceful existence, coexistence in our university. And it is said, if you just go out of the Katpula side, the parents say, if I am going to send my daughter for higher education or education, I will prefer Aligarh Muslim University because they not only have the safety but have the good education there. So that is the situation in the Aligarh Muslim University, where we take care of our daughters, though they should remain in a limit what we have drawn and have a good education. They are excelling actually. If I take the medical college, there are around 60 to 65% students are girls. I don't have much idea about the engineering, but I heard that is equal percentage of man and woman there. So therefore, they are never behind. They will move forward, and this 3 days workshop will give the impetus to the children, the girls, to have more education and have a stronger nation.